and twist. Settle down, now take a fit. You drank a demon straight from hell. They almost nearly won as well. You went to fall with victory. The puked until you fell asleep.
Welcome back to your only weekly video fantasy football podcast. It's a half kitchen. On to week 6, huh? I finally got there. Don't even worry about it. We got Captain Hindsight, the Red Rifle at 5-1 atop the board. Way to go, Johnny. Very proud of you, huh? We got Super Freaks winning team in Chi Unit at 4-2. We got Matt Took, my homie, Kiko freaking Torres, carry out by Wayward Son at 3-3. How the mighty have fallen. We have Taiwan football team, the Big Red Rocket. Ignore the advanced name right now, the Big Red Rocket. We got the gift of Brad, anyone but Matt, and love those tight ends at 2-4. Once again, anyone but Matt and I love those tight ends. Climbing up those standings, way to go. You guys got your second win. Very batty, huh? All right, first up, we got the Queen versus the Gift. Huh? All right, let's check this out. We got player of the game. We got Kyler Murray on Monday Night Football with 44. We got Bobby Trees himself with 15. Robert Woods, huh? We got Adam Thielen with 14. We got Gaskin and, oh my gosh, Trey Burton. Don't remind me. Trey Burton with 23. Oh boy, what a start, honestly. And got her the win. Way to go, the Queen, huh? On the losing side, what can you say? Brad's doing the best he can. T.Y. Hilton over here with 2 points. We got Jared Allen with 24. And Tuesday night, didn't even know if he was going to play. David Johnson, not Duke. We got Gibson and Tanya now with 20, 12, and 5. You can see why that let him down. Solid start with the defense at 33, and if my memory serves me correct, really no mistakes on the bench that would have helped. So anyway, on to the second game. Game in which I don't really want to talk about. If I was going to call this one, I'd call this one the Revenge Bowl, maybe? Because the Super Freaks have crushed Kiko freaking Torres in the past. But not this time, because Kiko freaking Torres, the architect himself, destroyed the Super Freaks 160 to 134. Did the Super Freaks even show up? I don't even know. Tribal Chief on the losing side with 28. We got Crowder with 12. Parker with 7. Oh boy. Montgomery. Old Montgomery with 19. I do appreciate old Montgomery with the highest score, I believe. Sweet, other than the Tribal Chief. We're done with the losing side. Because anyway, Kiko freaking Torres, that first round draft pick. Lamar Jackson with 37. Way to go, Keep. We got Todd Gurley with 15. Brandon Cooks with 22. And Pittsburgh D, whoa boy. Whoa, did they show up for Kiko with 35. Moving on, way to go, Kiko freaking Torres. We got anyone but Matt, ignore the name, versus the Big Red Rocket. Folks, I can't make this any more clear. If you think the Big Red Rocket, we got, what was his original name? Dirty Mike and the Boys. Thanks for the F-Shack. Dumpster Fire. The Big Deuce. My boy's crazy. He ain't quitting. Don't you worry about that. Unfortunately, in this one, he came up short 182 to 173. On the losing side, we had Andy Dalton with 15. We had Smith-Schuster. I don't even know what's going on with that guy with 2. Gallup with 4. Solid start with Drake. He finally showed up. The real story here, folks, honestly, is Matt Ryan. 50 points to gosh darn the Big Red Rocket. Just didn't come up for him with 15. But what are you going to do? You take your lumps. Anyway, anyone but Matt survives, honestly, with Matthew Stafford's 18. Mike Evans is 2. And Zach Ertz is 7, who's now on IR. Excuse me, as I burp. Julio Jones with 42. It's about time. Way to go, Ronnie. Yeah, you're climbing that ladder despite your running back difficulty. Way to go, folks. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna go on to the young versus the new, or how the mighty have fallen. Have I said that yet? Got Carry On My Wayward Son getting destroyed. 217 to 131 by Captain Hindsight. And I gotta make something clear here, folks. I gotta make something crystal clear here, all right? The rosters are different because of COVID. So some of us are affected more than others. And Carry On My Wayward Son has been decimated by the running back injuries. Having Mostert go down. Mostert. I'm not a fan. I should know how to pronounce that. Eckler and Barkley. All right. We have an extra roster spot there, Danny. All right. So 6. Next year it'll be 5. We have the IRs to account for the COVID. And anyway, it's tough out there, huh? But you gonna figure it out. But in this one, Jared Goff at 25 did not start the right quarterback with Carson Wentz's 37, but what are you going to do? Chark with 12, 6 from Van Des Scalding. Hey, man, got 0 from Akers with no carry, but he really didn't have a choice. 14 from Mostert, and he got hurt. I mean, it's like a bad joke sometimes, huh? Kelsey showed up at least like he always does. Maybe trade that guy for a running back. I don't know. I don't know, all right? I just do things. I'm like a dog, you know, chasing a bone. Wouldn't know what to do with it if I caught it, all right? Good luck there, Danny. Anyway, on the winning side, the Big Red Rocket. The Big Red Rocket had 50... Oh, I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. That's how much I love that name. Captain Hindsight. When I said Big Red Rocket, I meant the Red Rifle. That's what I meant. Anyway, 51 from Watson. We had 64 from what John dubbed King Henry. Oh man, what are you gonna do? Pick up again from old Captain Hindsight with 23. There's really not much more to say about this one, except honestly, Captain Hindsight left points on the board, which is insane despite that score, huh? Anyway, we're gonna move on to what I believe is blowout of the week. Hopefully I didn't forget anything this time. We got Matt Took My Homie versus Winning Team. We got Winning Team crushing Matt Took My Homie 199 to 100. We'll start with the losing side. Odell Beckham and Jerry Jeudy, along with Marcel Hardeman and Chenault. I'm not even going to begin to try and pronounce that. But with 4, 5, 1, and 5. When that happens, guys, especially in this league with all the bonuses and whatnot, it's tough to come back. Cam Newton had 21, really had a bad day himself. And Winning Team, hey man, Fitzpatrick May got benched, but he had 24, huh? Calvin Ridley with 19, Will Fuller with 32. We got, oh boy, Justin Jefferson with 50. Man, oh man. Hey, paying off in the long run, huh? Way to go there, Anthony. Don't think there's too much more to say about this one, except Anthony made a solid decision with benching Robbie Anderson. Honestly, that was a bold move, and it paid off tremendously. Way to go there, big boy, huh? All right, moving on to what I believe is Game of the Week. And if my memory serves me correctly, I got all the games here. Just double check, because I don't want to have 2 videos here. Yeah, all right. Game of the Week. You just, can my wife please just give me the thought? Thank you, I appreciate that. we got Love Those Tight Ends. No? Which game?
Go back. Anyone but Matt.
Anyone but Matt. Oh.
Wait, did you?
No, I didn't. You're right. We did 2 videos, all right? And the first one, let's just say technical difficulties. It was honestly technical difficulties. Anyway, we're not at Game of the Week. Don't worry about it, huh? We're moving on, all right? Because I ain't stopping. We got Anyone But Matt crushing the Big Red Rocket. Let me make one thing clear about the Big Red Rocket, folks, all right? Even though I was so keen on saying his name earlier, all right? 2 videos will get to me, all right? My mind, all right? He had Dirty Mike and the Boys. Thanks for the F-Shack. Dumpster Fire, the Big Red Rocket, and now this thing. I won't mention it now because it's not supposed to be there, but he ain't quitting. My boy's crazy. Moving on, we got Anyone But Matt beating the Big Red Rocket 182 to 173, despite some coaching decisions that we'll get out of the way real quick. Matt Ryan had 50. We ain't talking about it anymore. Andy Dalton had 15. Screw the Big Red Rocket, all right? Smith-Schuster with 2. Gallup with 4. What are you going to do? Moving on to the winning side here. The side in which that I was not keen on, But that's all right, Ronnie, because you got 18 from Stafford and still won, despite Evans's 2. Way to go. Julio Jones with 42. Oh boy, can't even believe that. Zach Ertz went an IR. Doesn't even matter, because you got Ronald Jones, 37. Man, what are you going to do? Ronnie, you made all the right decisions. Hey, you deserve to win this week, but sometimes the night is always darkest, just before the dawn. And guess where we are now, folks? Game of the week. We made it. Game of the week. We got love those tight ends going up against the entire country, Taiwan. I had no idea she could overcome these odds, but she did. 145 to 136. Way to go. She won despite Roethlisberger's 14. Chris Goodwin, that doesn't matter, 10. We got McLaurin with 15. We got Ingram and Harris with 5. But oh boy, does she love those tight ends. Kittle with 32. And then Swift. Now that was a solid start. And by the way, folks, contemplating Jones-Drew before the game, had him in and benched him. And oh man, what a swing of 34 points would have been the difference. On the losing side, we got Tom Brady with 20. Maybe somebody should have went with Rodgers. Oh boy, just kidding. You didn't have a choice and you made the right choice. Way to go there, Brando. We got Cooper with 21. Mixon with 19, Connor with 27, and then we got let down hard by Gordon. You started Gordon. You deserved to lose this game. I see now. I didn't get this far in the first video, so hey, sometimes you take your lumps, huh? Just remember to check your lineup before game day. Anyway, folks, we're on to week 7.